The war didn't end at the surface, it just went deeper. Some heroes are born, others just trip into the job. A mistake that opened the gateway to a hidden underworld. Bravery was in short supply, but we had to move on. Riding a leaf into the heart of enemy territory. There it was, the Spore Forge, a monument to madness. Warlord Cypress wasn't just breeding monsters, he was mass-producing them. A biological weapon designed to wipe our colony off the map. We had one shot to shut this forge down forever. No turning back.
Step by step, we slipped into the belly of the beast. In a minefield of traps, one bad step is a death sentence. Our stealth mission was quickly turning into a comedy of errors. The element of surprise was gone. It was time to fight. A tide of iron and anger came crashing down upon us. Hold the line, no matter how big they are. Time to show them how we celebrate. Beautiful, chaotic, and loud, just the way he likes it. The path is open. The real nightmare lies inside.
We expected a weapon factory. We found a neon underworld. An army of the living dead suspended in amber glass. One spark here would take out the forge, and us with it. But the Warlord didn't greet us with swords.
He greeted us with a plea. This wasn't a laboratory of conquest. It was a desperate sanctuary. The infection took my queen. It is taking my people, he screamed. To save his own home, he had chosen to destroy ours. How do you fight a monster when you realize he's just a father trying to save his children? The choice was made for us. The cure had become the executioner. The containment failed. The madness was no longer under anyone's control. Enemies an instant ago, now bound by the universal law of survival. Even in pure terror, the medic managed to accidentally weaponize his clumsiness. Bridges burned, lines drawn, we were isolating the threat. He fought with the fury of a father whose home was being desecrated. Cut the source, cure the beast. It was our only strategy. Then came the apex of the infection, a monster born of our sins. It didn't just fight, it tore the very foundation of the fortress apart. We couldn't outfight it. We had to blow the entire mountain sky high. It didn't calculate the blast radius. There simply wasn't time. The beast saw the flame. It knew exactly what we were trying to do. A king does not flee his castle. He defends its ruins. Our best weapons were melting like ice in a furnace. The shield had fallen. The children were completely defenseless. When there is no one left to run to, even a coward must stand. A strike delivered not out of hatred, but out of absolute love. The trap was set. The target was exactly where we needed it. Goodbye, Spore Forge. The ashes bury this nightmare forever. The fuse met the forge. The reaction was instantaneous. We didn't just break the weapon, we tore down the world that built it. No time to celebrate. The ceiling was coming down on our heads. A king's final duty isn't to his crown, it's to his future. In the ruins of a war, we finally found our shared humanity. The forge was sinking into the earth, taking its dark secrets with it. Hold on to your helmets! This isn't a test drive! Back to the surface, alive, changed, and carrying the future of our enemy. The air of the surface never tasted so sweet. The forge was gone, but the infection still ticked inside them. We didn't bring weapons to save them. We brought a cure. For the first time in this long war, science conquered the rot. A tyrant kneels to conquer, but a father kneels out of pure grace. Borders are drawn by kings, But peace is made by soldiers. No victory is complete without a little bit of stolen sugar. In the warmth of the fire, the differences between our colonies simply melted away. But peace is a fragile thing, and the true storm was just arriving. General Obsidian didn't come to negotiate, he came to execute a vengeance. One ant against an empire, racing to stop a massacre. "Stand aside, Captain," the general growled. "The enemy must burn." True strength isn't knowing when to strike, it's knowing when to disarm. We didn't find an army to fight, General. We found a cure. It is impossible to maintain a war when the enemy reveals their vulnerability. The general had fought 100 wars, but he had never learned how to conquer a peace. Leave it to the demolitions expert to completely shatter a tense diplomatic standoff. The threat of war evaporated into the morning air. The alliance was forged not in the dark of tunnels, but in the light of day. The same hands that built weapons of war were now building sanctuaries of hope. A coward no more, he had found his true battlefield, saving lives. Chaos finally channeled into something purely beautiful. The plague had finally met its end. A gift from a king commemorating a peace that cost everything. We didn't just survive the siege below, we outgrew it. They started as a broken squad, they ended as the architects of a new world. The siege was over, and the future had finally begun.